be so happy together. Happier than we've ever been.
Oh, Logan, stop.
I can't. And neither can you. Nobody can stop this now, Ridge. It's inevitable.
You said the same thing about Thorne a few months ago.
Oh, I was in denial. I really thought I could make it work with Thorne. I thought he was the right person for me. But I was just fooling myself. The same way you're fooling yourself right now. Deep down, you know I'm right. Just admit it. You want me as much as I want you.
We have to talk, Ridge. We are going to straighten this whole thing out right now.
Clarke, what are we going to do about Antonio?
I don't think we need to do a thing.
Of course we do. We've got to find a way to help him without letting the whole fashion industry know that he's left Spectra.
Well, we're the only ones that know that, and as far as the media is concerned, Spectra's doing great.
For the moment. But you know it won't be long before they catch on. They will certainly know something's wrong when we all of a sudden start looking for a new designer.
Well, we can't do that, and we can't let the press know in any way. Because if they find out that Tony has HIV, his life will be hell.
I know. And I certainly don't want him waking up in the morning one day and seeing his face looking back at him from every cheap tabloid in the business, especially not now. Not when he's dealing with a terminal illness.
Sally, it isn't necessarily terminal. I mean, with the proper treatment, he could live a long life, a long and productive life.
You really think there's a possibility he could come back and work for us?
I think he will, after he's dealt with his diagnosis.
Oh, God, I hope so, Clarke, for all our sakes. But in the meantime, what do we do about regular Spectra publicity? I mean, we had a lot of material out there about this collection of Antonio's being a real breakthrough, something to bring us closer to Forrester. And I, of course, was hoping that with his help I could somehow make Forrester take responsibility for their part in Macy's death.
Well, that can happen, because Tony will come back. I believe he will after he's dealt with this.
I don't believe it. What is he doing here? Thorne, what are you doing here?
I'm getting a cup of coffee, Sally.
No coffee for you here. Get it someplace else.
Well, I don't plan on staying. I'll get my coffee and I'll leave.
You're gonna leave right now. Don't you have any feelings for other people? I don't understand people like you. You're not welcome here. This is Macy's place. You know that. I made that perfectly clear to that cold, selfish wife of yours.
She's not my wife anymore, Sally.
Excuse me?
I said Brooke isn't my wife anymore. I had our marriage annulled.
All right, I'll tell you what I want. I want you to listen to me, Brooke. How many times do I have to say it? I'm not leaving Taylor and my children for you.
I'm not asking you to do it for me.
Then what are we talking about here?
You have to do it for yourself.
See, there you go again.
Ridge, just think about it. What I'm telling you, think about it. Really think. You only get one shot at life. And if you find happiness, you're lucky. But you and I, we have a chance to experience complete satisfaction. And not everybody gets that. To find your soulmate. That's a gift from God. And we've done that. We've found each other. Now we just have to figure out a way to be together.
Logan, I have children. Taylor and I have a family together.
I know, and that is not going to change. Thomas and the girls will always be your kids. And you and Taylor will always be their parents. Whether you live with them or not, you will still be a family. Ridge, it takes courage to follow your heart. And sometimes it can be extremely difficult. But if you just take that risk and accept the challenge...
All right, will you stop right there? I don't want you interfering in my marriage. So just please leave it alone.
Ridge, sweetheart, it's me. Are you in there? Ridge.
Hold on, Doc. Hold on. I'm coming out.
Not so fast. We have to talk.
Let's talk outside.
No, I want to talk to you right now. I want to talk to you someplace we can be alone.
What are you saying? You had your marriage annulled.
What happened, Thorne?
Sally, Macy was right. She knew that the marriage was doomed, but she tried to warn me. But I thought that Brooke had finally gotten over Ridge.
So Brooke left you for your brother?
No, I had the marriage annulled.
Because of Ridge.
Yes, Sally, because of Ridge. I mean, Brooke is convinced that he is her soulmate.
You shouldn't be surprised. Macy told you that would happen.
Everyone did, Sally.
But you didn't listen.
No, see, I trusted Brooke because I really believed this time would be different.
But I'm sorry, Thorne. I'm sorry that I can't offer my sympathy or my condolences. But I just can't. All I can do is remind you of an old saying. You decide to dance with the devil. You deserve to get burned.
Look, Doc, I don't think we should be doing this here.
Well, I do.
Okay, well, let's go to my office and we can talk there.
No, this has already caused enough tension. I want to deal with it right now.
Look, I'm sorry that I took off like that. I shouldn't have done that.
Sweetheart, you don't have to apologize. I can completely understand why you're upset.
You admitting you were wrong?
Nope. I was just doing my job. I'm a psychiatrist, and my patients have to feel like they can trust me and tell me everything. They have to know it's privileged.
All right, so you couldn't say something about Tony having HIV. You could have said something to Kristen, though. Given her a clue. She's your sister-in-law.
Sweetheart, listen to me. I didn't even know they were dating. If I had, I never would have taken him on as a case. Believe me, it was a fluke if I had known anything about it being related to our family.
Okay, I don't want to argue about this anymore, okay?
Neither do I.
All right, then, that's settled. Let's get out of here.
What's the big rush? We haven't made up yet.
Doc, I thought we just did.
I think we can do a lot better than that.
What's the matter?
Something's touching my foot. I think someone else is in here.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Okay, let's take it to a little more private place.
Don't mind me. I was just leaving. Brooke! What are you doing in here?
Sally, I don't expect you to feel sorry for me.
Thorne, You're not going to find much compassion here.
Look, the fact is, I got what I deserved. I put my faith in a woman who didn't love me because I wanted to believe that it was real, but it wasn't.
So, you made a mistake. My daughter is dead, and life just goes on, huh? That's pretty ruthless.
Sally, I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
You're telling me my daughter died for nothing? And now you've come over here looking for sympathy?
Thorne, I think you should go right now.
Look, you hate me, okay, and I don't blame you. Sally, I made a terrible, terrible mistake. And it is one that I'm gonna have to live with for the rest of my life. And believe me, there is not a day that goes by that I don't ask myself, why didn't I listen to Macy? Why didn't I take her advice?
And if you had, my daughter might be alive today.
You're right, Sally. I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
Don't talk to me. Don't tell me you're sorry, because I don't believe it. My daughter is dead. And you and Brooke killed her just as surely as if you'd taken a gun and shot her in the head. And there's nothing you can say or do that is ever going to change that, Thorne. Nothing.
You knew she was in here?
Yes. Well, I mean, no, not when I got in here.
How long have you two been in here?
Doc, it doesn't matter. Come on, let's just go.
It does matter.
Why?
Because she doesn't trust us.
Don't start.
Taylor, we were just talking. I don't know why you're so threatened.
I'm not threatened, I'm appalled. Cornering my husband in here in the steam room, I thought you'd outgrown these juvenile stunts.
Nobody cornered me, Doc.
No, but you were in here first, right? And she came in here and just had to pounce on you.
Now who's being juvenile?
All right, that's it. Come on, let's go.
Everybody knows what she wants. Everybody, the whole world.
Oh, apparently the eminent Dr. Taylor Hayes has been reading the tabloids.
I know you still have feelings for my husband. I didn't have to read a tabloid because you told me to my face.
Well, I'm not denying anything. I just don't know why you're so worried about my feelings. Unless, of course, you think your husband shares the same feelings.
Okay, that's it. Come on,
Would
let's
you
go.
just tell her? No, I just want you to tell her that she's wrong.
What?
Tell her she's delusional. Please, go ahead.
Taylor, please, you're making a big deal out of nothing here. I just came in here to calm down. Brooke had a long flight. She just wanted a little steam to relax, that's all.
Well, you should have walked out of here the minute you saw her walk in. And don't try to tell me you didn't know he was here. God, Ridge, the whole world knows she's obsessed with you. They also know that you are the reason that her marriage with your brother fell apart. God, for you to just spend any time alone at all in here with her. I'm stunned. I'm stunned. I thought you were an intelligent man. I would have thought you would show some better judgment. God.
Taylor!
Oh, let her go, Ridge. She's being ridiculous.
Sally, here's a little bit of water.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe the gall of that man.
Sally, why don't you just relax, okay? We've got other things to worry about than another Forrester marriage going down the drain.
Clarke, did you know anything about this?
Well, I hear rumors, but I hear rumors all the time. I don't pay attention to them.
I got the distinct impression that Thorne thought we knew about this.
Sally, we've been up to our ears in work. The sun could have fallen out of the sky. We wouldn't have noticed.
I wonder how Thorne found out about it so quickly. It took Eric years to realize that Brooke was still obsessed with his son. I wonder what happened.
I don't know. Maybe Thorne was covering. Maybe Brooke really did have an affair with Ridge. I mean, that is what broke up her marriage to Eric.
No. No, if that were true, Thorne would have said so.
I'm not so sure. You know, Thorne, he's always been pretty naive, and besides, I'm sure he's embarrassed.
Embarrassed. He ought to be completely mortified. Oh, God, Clarke, what he and Brooke did to Macy was unforgivable on anybody's terms. And now to find out that it was all for nothing, I'm telling you, the whole thing is just making me sick. The Forresters are pure poison to other people.
Not just other people, Sally. They're poison to themselves. Look at Brooke's history. How many marriages has she ruined with her obsession? The woman's a menace.
Not anymore, Clarke. Now that she and Thorne have officially broken up, her reign of terror may be over.
I don't think so.
Why not? She's already had every man in the family.
Yeah, but there's only one she really wants. And she won't rest until she gets him back. No, Brooke's not done yet. She's got another victim. And I'll bet her next target is Taylor and the kids.
Don't bother looking for him. He isn't coming back.
Oh, he'll be back. Maybe not today, but eventually Rich will come back to me.
Oh, my God, you don't even have the decency to hide it.
Well, I don't think there's anything decent about lying.
Oh, but you don't have any qualms with tricking Thorne into a loveless marriage.
Taylor, I lost touch with myself. Probably because I listened to you and Stephanie for so many years.
You're blaming us for your failures? Why don't you try taking responsibility for a change?
I am going to take responsibility, believe me. I should have done that a long time ago. Just tired of pretending that what I want doesn't matter. I deserve the right to happiness just like anybody else, and I'm going to get it.
Well, you're not going to break up my family. You can believe me when I tell you that is not going to happen.
Well, there's really nothing you can do about it. Because Rich and I belong together. We always have, we always will. And if Rich didn't find out that Thomas was his son, he and I would be together today.
You leave my family alone.
You know, Taylor, I'm sorry. I know this isn't going to be pleasant for you and your family. But if you really care about your children, you would spare them this ugliness. And you would just end it. Just end it with Ridge peacefully. Because I'm not going to give up. Until Ridge and I are together, I'm never going to go away. Never.
Coming soon, Brooke has fallen
Your marriage didn't work out, so now you want to destroy mine.
back into her old ways.
There's nothing going on between me and Brooke.
But this time she'd better beware,
If she does one thing to threaten this family in any way,
because what happens next
I cannot be responsible for what I might do.
is everything on The Bold and the Beautiful.